Dear students, in this video we shall discuss about migration of ions, speed of ions during the process of electrolysis, current carried by ions, that is cation and anion during the process of electrolysis. We call it as transport number. We shall discuss these concepts in this video. Before this, let me remind you Faraday's second law of electrolysis. Let us consider three electrolytic solutions are taken here. Sodium chloride solution, magnesium chloride solution and aluminum chloride solution are taken in three different electrolytic cells, and these cells are connected in series. You see here, this is connected to positive terminal of a battery, and it is a negative terminal. This negative terminal is connected to positive, and again negative is connected to positive. This is positive terminal, this is negative terminal. Negative will be connected to positive, and again positive of one cell will be connected to negative. So if the connections are like this, we call it as series connection. All these electrolytic cells are connected in series. Now 1 ampere current is made to pass through this electrolytic cell. 1 ampere current means if 1 Faraday of current, 1 Faraday of charge is made to pass through an electrolytic cell for 1 second is called as 1 Faraday. 1 ampere. If 1 Faraday of charge is made to pass through a solution for 1 second, we call it as 1 ampere of current. 1 Faraday of charge contain 1 mole of electrons charge. We know that charge of 1 electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. 1 mole of electrons will have how many electrons? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 electrons, and charge of this 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 electrons is equals to 1 electron will carry this much charge. These many electrons will carry 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs of charge, that is equals to 96,500 coulombs. So when 1 mole of electrons, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 electrons is made to pass through a solution, they carry 96,500 coulombs of charge. It is equals to 1 Faraday, and when that Faraday is made to pass in 1 second itself, we call it as 1 ampere. So let us suppose that 1 ampere current is passed through the electrolytic solution. 1 ampere current in 1 second means it contains 1 mole of electrons. 1 mole means Avogadro number of electrons. When it is passed, when the electrons are passed through this solution, let us suppose here minus is there, here plus is there. When the electrons are passed through this solution, sodium chloride will undergo ionization to form Na plus and Cl minus. This Na plus ions being positively charged ions, they move towards negative electrode. Negative electrode is called as cathode. Sodium plus ions will move towards negative electrode, and at the negative electrode they will take electrons. Na plus take electrons and convert to sodium metal. This sodium metal will deposit on this electrode. And in the same way, Cl minus ions, I have taken this as minus and I have taken this as plus. Cl minus will move towards positive electrode because it is having minus charge. It will be attracted towards positive electrode. Positive electrode is called as anode. It is having positive charge. The Cl loses its electron to its positive electrode and forms Cl. Two such Cl atoms will combine to form Cl2 gas. Now the electrons coming out from here will move to the next electrode, and again taken by magnesium chloride here. Electrons are coming here, so treat this as minus electrode, and magnesium plus 2 ions will take those electrons and convert to 2 electrons will be taken by magnesium plus 2. Each magnesium plus 2 is carrying two positive charge, so and it will convert to magnesium. And again here Cl minus are there. This Cl minus will move towards anode. Again this reaction will take place. Now the electrons coming out from here will be taken by AlCl3 again Al plus 3 will take 3 Cl minus ions, 3 electrons to convert to aluminum, and again Cl minus will give its electron to the circuit. So in this way sodium will take 1 mole of electron. If 1 mole of sodium chloride is taken in the solution, if 1 mole of sodium chloride is taken in the solution, then 1 mole of sodium chloride will contain 1 mole of sodium atoms and 1 mole of Cl minus atoms, ions. These will take 1 mole of electrons from the battery, and 1 mole of sodium ions will be deposited on the electrode. And magnesium ions, 1 mole of magnesium contain 1 mole of magnesium plus 2 ion, but each magnesium is carrying plus 2 charge. So to neutralize this, even if they are present in 1 mole quantity, they need 2 moles of electrons to neutralize magnesium plus 2, because whereas here sodium are present with charge sodium plus. So to neutralize n moles of or 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 ions Na plus charge, we need 1 Faraday of electrons. But to neutralize magnesium plus 2, as it is having 2 positive charges, we need 2 Faraday current. But we are sending here only 1 mole of electrons are coming out from here, because 1 mole of electrons are taken here, and again 1 mole of electrons will come out here. So only 1 mole of electrons we are sending here. So because of this, total 1 mole of ions present in the solution will not get deposited. Instead, only half moles will be deposited. So molecular weight of magnesium is 24, but 24 grams of magnesium will not get deposited. Only half of it will be deposited because it is carrying plus 2 charge. So 24 by 2, 24 is its molecular weight, 24 by 2 atomic weight. Atomic weight by valency is called as equivalent weight. Its valency is 2, charge is 2. Atomic weight by valency is equals to equivalent weight. So equivalent weight of amount, that is 12 grams, is deposited here. So and equivalent weight of sodium is 23 by its valency is also 1. So 23 by 1. 1 equivalent weight of sodium chloride, sodium ions are sodium is deposited here. 1 equivalent weight of magnesium is deposited here. So again 1 Faraday of electrons will come out here, and these are taken by Al plus 3. Again here 1 mole of AlCl3 is present in the solution. 1 mole means again it will contain 1 mole of Al plus 3 ions. Al plus 3 atomic weight is, so 27 grams of Al plus 3 is present. So 1 mole of Al plus 3 needs 3 electrons to convert to aluminum and get deposited on the electrode. But we are sending only 3 moles of electrons, 3 Avogadro number, 3 times of Avogadro number of electrons are needed. But we are sending only 1 Avogadro number of electrons. So all the Al plus 3 present in the solution will not get neutralized by 1 Avogadro number of electrons, but instead total amount by 3 will be deposited. Because each is taking 3 electrons, so total ions present, total AlCl3 will not get deposited here. Atomic weight by valency, that is 27 by 3 is 9 grams. Only 9 grams of AlCl3 will be deposited here. So if we are passing 1 Faraday of current, whatever 1 Faraday of charge, whatever may be the electrolytes we take, equivalent weight of the electrolyte will be deposited at their respective electrodes. This is called as second law of electrolysis. So 1 equivalent weight of sodium is deposited here, 1 equivalent weight of magnesium is deposited, and 1 equivalent weight of Al plus 3 aluminum is deposited. So and if we pass 2 Faraday of charge, 2 equivalents of sodium, 2 equivalents of magnesium, and 2 equivalents of aluminum will be deposited. And if we pass 3 Faraday, 3 equivalents, that is 23 into 3 grams of 23 into 3 grams of sodium will be deposited. Magnesium 12 into 3, 36 grams of magnesium will be deposited, and one equivalent weight is 27/3. 3 equivalents means 9 into 3, that is again 27 grams of aluminum will be deposited by passing 3 Faraday of charge. So when equal amount of current is made to pass through different electrolytes, equal quantity of equal equivalents of different equal equivalents of different ions are deposited at their respective electrodes. This is called as second law of electrolysis. But this does not mean that the sodium ion is and one equivalent of chlorine will be deposited. Again here one equivalent of magnesium and one equivalent of chlorine. One equivalent of aluminum and one equivalent of chlorine will be deposited here. But this does not mean that sodium ion and chloride ion here is passing with same speed, and magnesium ion and chloride ion in this solution are passing with same speed. The ions may pass with a different speed. The cation and anion may pass with different speed, but still the amount deposited at their respective electrodes will be same. The speed may be different. The cation and anion may travel with different speeds, but the amount deposited at their electrodes will be in same equivalents. This is observed by performing this experiment. You just go through it. Now let us see the how, even though the speed is different, but the amount quantity of substance deposited at their electrodes is same. Let us see. This experiment is called as Hittorf experiment. In this, an electrolytic cell is taken to carry out the electrolysis process. This is divided into 3 compartments. The first compartment is connected to this. First compartment is connected to positive electrode, so it is called as anodic compartment, and last compartment is connected to negative electrode, so it is called as cathodic compartment. And middle compartment has bulk solution. Its concentration will remain constant even after and before the process of electrolysis. Now these are connected to battery, and suppose very small quantity of current like 0.01 amperes or very small quantity of current is passed through this electrolytic solution. Now we know that cations move towards, cations carry positive charge, cations carry positive charge. Here we have shown cations with orange circle. Anions carry negative charge. They are shown here with blue colored circles. Cations will move towards cathode, negative electrode. Negative electrode is called as cathode and positive ion is called as cation. Cations move towards cathode and anions move towards anode. These anions will move towards anode. So if we carry out electrolysis, let us take 4 moles of electrolytic solution like sodium chloride or AgNO3, such type of any electrolytic solution we have taken. Let us suppose 4 moles of AgNO3 is here and 4 moles of AgNO3 in this compartment, or 4 moles of sodium chloride. Same, if you take sodium chloride here, you have to take sodium chloride here also, you have to take sodium chloride here also. Same electrolyte is taken in different compartments. Let us take 4 moles here. This cation and anion together is 1 mole of sodium chloride. This cation and anion together is 1 mole of sodium chloride. So 4 moles of sodium chloride is taken here, 4 moles of sodium chloride is taken here. Now when current is passed through this electrolytic solution, the cations from here should move towards this electrode, cathode. So they will first come into this compartment and they will push another they will come into this solution, and again they will move into this solution, they will come here. And anions will move towards anode. Let us take 1 or 2 or 3 anions will come into this and they will again move into this. So anions will come here, and so in this way the electrolysis process will takes place. So once cations has come here and they will get deposited on the cathode, and anions come here and they will attract to positive electrode. Anions having a negative charge, they will attract to positive electrode and get deposited on the positive electrode. Now the quantity of amount of cation and anion deposited at their electrodes will be in their equivalent weight, same equivalent weight. If we pass 1 Faraday, both will be deposited in one equivalent weight only. One equivalent weight of sodium and one equivalent weight of chlorine will be deposited, but that one equivalent will be converted to Cl2 gas. Let us see this, if the speed of cation and anion is same in one case and if speed is different. Let us suppose speed of the cation is shown by UC, speed is indicated by U. Speed of the cation is more than speed of the anion. Cation is moving with more speed than the anion. Or let us take speed of the cation is 2 moles are moving in a given time, and no anions are moving. Anion speed is 0. Let us suppose now cations move towards cathode from anodic compartment. From this compartment they will move towards this compartment. So 2 cations are left here. There are no 2 cations here. Those cations are moved. Take this solution and do the electrolysis. 2 cations from here will move to here, and again they will come into this chamber, and no anions are moving. So 4 anions of this solution are present like that only. No anions come towards this cell, so there are no anions coming here. So the speed of cation is 2, cation speed is 2, and anion speed is 0. Let us consider the 2 Faraday of current is passed through the solution. Now the ions which are paired will not get attracted by their electrodes. So you see here cation and anion are paired here, and cation and anion are paired here. So they, as they are neutral, they cannot get attracted by the electrode. But these 2 anions are neutral, so these 2 anions will get deposited here. So 2 anions are getting deposited here. And see here, this is paired, this is paired, this is paired, and this is also paired. But these 2 cations are not paired, so these 2 cations will get deposited at the electrode. Now, number of moles deposited at this electrode is 2, and number of moles deposited at cathode is also 2. So, same number of moles or same equivalents of ions are deposited at the electrodes, but speed of the ions is different. Now, let us take one more case. If speed of anion is 2 and speed of cation is 0. So cations do not move towards cathode, but only anions will come towards anode. Anions we have given with blue circle. So 2 anions here moved. This is the initial concentration. From this the case is this one. Speed of anion is 2 and speed of cation is 0. So in the second case we shall see that 2 anions are moving into this compartment, and again they will come into this compartment. They will come here. No cations are moving because speed of cations is 0. So 2 cations should move towards cathode, but 4 cations are present here. No cation came into this solution, bulk solution, and no cations entered into cathodic compartment. So 4 cations of cathodic compartment are present, same as the initial concentration. Now number of ions getting deposited at their electrodes, let us see. All these are paired here, only 2 are left free. Only these 2 ions will be deposited at the anode. Now here also these 2 are paired. Now left over are only 2 cations. So these 2 cations will get deposited at cathode. So number of ions getting deposited at anode are 2 equivalents, and number of ions getting deposited at cathode is also 2 equivalents. So same number of ions are getting deposited even though the speed of cation and anion are not same. Cation is having no speed, or it is not moving, only anion is moving. Now let us take one more case. Speed of cation is equals to speed of anion. So let us take 2 cations are moving in a given time and 2 anions are moving in a given time. So 2 cations from here, this compartment, this is the initial concentration. From this 2 will move here and 2 more cations will come here. So the number of cations will increase here. And 2 anions are moving here. These 2 anions will come here, and then again they will push here. So 2 more anions will come here. So 2 cations will decrease here and they will move here, and 2 anions will decrease here and they will come here. So the situation will be like this. So the concentration after electrolysis will be like this. So number of ions deposited at the electrodes is, let us see, 4 ions will be deposited here. Here also 4 ions will be deposited. Let us suppose 4 Faraday of current is passed and 4 ions are getting deposited. So speed of cation and anion is same, and the amount of number of equivalents deposited is also same. And we are passing 4 Faraday of current. So number of equivalents deposited at any electrode is equals to amount of current passed. Or already we discussed, number of equivalents deposited is equals to Faraday of number of Faradays passed. Here 2 Faraday is passed, so 2 equivalents are deposited. Here also 2 Faraday passed, so 2 equivalents deposited. Let us take 3 Faraday of current is passed, 3 Faraday of charge or 1 ampere current passed per 1 second. Let us take speed of cation is 1 and speed of anion is 2. Speed of cation is 1, so 1 ion will move from here to here and again it will come into this chamber. So there is no cation here. And speed of anion is 2. So 2 anions will move from here, they will come into this chamber and again they will come into this chamber. So the concentration after electrolysis will be 3 in this compartment, 3 cations in this compartment. Anions will be 3 plus 3, 6 like this. And cations in the cathodic compartment will be 5 and anions will be 2. So number of equivalents of cation and anion getting deposited is, so here 3 are unpaired, so 3 equivalents will be deposited here. Here 3 are unpaired, so 3 equivalents will get deposited on anode. So speed of cation is and speed of anion are not same. Speed of cation is only 1, speed of anion is 2. So speed of anions are different, but still same equivalent of cation and anion are getting deposited at their electrodes. And see how many equivalents are getting deposited. 3 equivalents here, 3 equivalents here. And how much current is passed? 3 Faraday. If we pass 3 Faraday, 3 equivalents of cation and 3 equivalents of anion will be deposited. If we pass 4 Faraday, 4 equivalents of cation and 4 equivalents of anion will be deposited or liberated at the electrodes. So whatever may be the speed of the cation, either speed of the cation and anion may be same or they may be different like this, but amount of substance deposited at the electrodes is always same. This is Hittorf experiment. Now let us see one more observation here. And speed of the ion is proportional to the decrease in the concentration of the compartment from which the ion is moving out. So fall in concentration around cathode is equals to the speed of the anion. Let us take here. In this case, speed of cation is 2. In the second case, speed of cation is 2 and speed of anion is 0. Now let us see the decrease in the concentration after electrolysis. After electrolysis, these two are deposited at anode and remaining concentration is only 2 equivalents or 2 moles. Initial concentration is 4 equivalents or 4 moles and after electrolysis the concentration is 2. So the decrease in the concentration is 4 minus 2 is equals to 2. And let us see the change in the concentration in cathodic compartment. These two will be deposited and initial concentration is 4 moles and our final concentration is also 4 moles in the cathodic compartment. In the cathodic compartment or in the minus charged compartment, initial concentration is 4 and after concentration is also 4. The change in the concentration is 0. In the anodic compartment, the change in the concentration is 2. In the cathodic compartment, there is no change in the concentration, that is 0. So this shows that we know that we have taken we have considered this case by taking consideration speed of cation is 2 and anion is 0. That means cations are moving. We know that cations will move out of the anodic compartment and to the cathodic compartment and will get deposited. If speed of any ion is more, then the decrease in the concentration from which it is going out will be more. So here cations are moving out of the anodic compartment and they are moving towards cathodic compartment, and so the decrease in the concentration in the anodic compartment is more. And we know that speed of anion is 0. That means no anions are moving to the anodic compartment from the cathodic compartment. Anions will move out of the cathodic compartment and they move towards anodic compartment. As no anions are moving out of the cathodic compartment, it means that as no anions are moving out of the cathodic compartment, the decrease in the concentration is 0. So we can say that decrease in the concentration is always proportional to the speed of the ion which is moving out of this compartment. So we can say that fall in concentration or decrease in the concentration around cathode is proportional to the ion which is proportional to the speed of ion which is going out of this compartment. From the cathodic compartment, the anion will go out to the anodic compartment. So fall in concentration around cathode is proportional to speed of anion. In the same way, fall in concentration around anode is proportional to the speed of the ion which is going out of the anion. If more ions are going out of that compartment, then there will be more decrease in the concentration in that compartment. So fall in concentration around anode is proportional to the ion which is going out of anode is cation, so it is proportional to speed of cation. Let us see in one more case. Here, in this case, we consider that speed of cation is 1 and speed of anion is 2. So two anions will move to two anions from here are coming to anodic compartment and only one cation is moving to this compartment, and unpaired will be deposited. So these three will be deposited and these three will be deposited. Now let us see the change in the concentration in the anodic compartment. Change in the concentration in the anodic compartment is initially 4 but it changed to 3. So in the anodic compartment the change in the concentration is 4 minus 3, it is equals to 1. In the cathodic compartment the change in the concentration is 4 minus 2. In the cathodic compartment change in the concentration is 4 minus 2, that is equals to 2. So where the decrease in the concentration is more, the decrease in the concentration is more in the cathodic compartment. So in the cathodic compartment the concentration is decreasing more, from 4 to it is decreasing 2, and in the anodic compartment the concentration is decreasing from only 4 to 3. So the decrease here is less whereas decrease here is more. So, and we know that anion speed is more, and we know that anions will move out of the cathodic compartment. Anion will move out of the cathodic compartment and they come towards anode. So as the anionic speed is more, there is more decrease in the concentration of cathodic compartment. So whichever ion is moving fast, then the decrease in the concentration from the compartment from which it is coming out will be more. So in the cathodic compartment, from the cathodic compartment anion is coming out, so the decrease in the concentration in cathodic compartment is more, and anion is coming and cation is coming out of the anodic compartment and moving towards cathodic compartment. As the cation speed is less, the compartment from which it is coming out is anodic compartment, so the decrease in the concentration of anodic compartment is also less, it is only 1, whereas cathodic compartment it is 2. So we can say that the fall in concentration around cathode is proportional to the ion which is coming out of cathode, that is speed of anion, and fall in concentration around anode is proportional to speed of the cation. Now let us define transport number. Transport number is defined as, transport number of a cation is defined as I indicates current. Current carried by cation by total current carried by cation plus anion. And in the same way, transport number of anion is defined as current carried by anion by total current passed, that is or total current passed or total current carried by cation and anion. So if we pass 1 ampere of current through the solution, those 1 ampere current will pass through the electrode first, and then it will pass through the electrolytic solution, and it again will pass through the another electrode. So if we pass 1 ampere current, all this current will be carried by the electrolytic solution and electrode, but all the ions present here, cation and anion, need not carry the total current in the equal quantity, that is 0.5 ampere of current by cation and 0.5 ampere of current by anion need not be carried in this way. They may distribute equally or they may not distribute equally. So out of the total current, the current carried by cation by total current, or current carried by cation plus anion, is called transport number of cation. This is the transport number of anion. So out of the total current, the fraction of current carried by cation is called as transport number of cation. And out of the total current, the fraction of current, the portion of current carried by anion is called as transport number of anion. And we know that speed of the ion is proportional to the current carried by the ion. If the ions are moving fast, they will carry more current. If they are moving slowly, they carry less current, because conductance depends upon number of ions and speed of ions. If number of ions are same, then conductance will depend upon speed of ions. So if speed of ions is more, current carried by them is also more. So we know that current is directly proportional to speed of cation, and this cation current is proportional to speed of cation, and anion current is proportional to speed of anion. But we know that speed of the cation is proportional to the decrease in the concentration of the compartment from which it is coming out, that is anodic compartment. In the same way, experimentally we can determine in this way. And speed of cation is again proportional to the decrease in the concentration of anodic compartment, plus speed of anion is proportional to the decrease in the concentration of cathodic compartment, because anion will come out cathodic compartment. So fall in concentration in the anodic compartment by fall in concentration of anodic compartment plus cathodic compartment will give the transport number. So this is the method for determining transport number experimentally. So initially you have to determine the concentration of the electrolyte, and after electrolysis some of the ions will be deposited and concentration will decrease. Then decrease in the concentration you have to determine, and substitute in this, you will get transport number of cation and also transport number of anion. Now let us see the value of transport number of cation plus anion. Transport number of cation plus transport number of anion equals to speed of cation by speed of cation plus speed of anion, plus transport number of anion is given by speed of anion by speed of cation plus speed of anion. So if you combine these two, you will get, when the denominator is same, speed of cation plus speed of anion, in the numerator you have to write speed of cation plus speed of anion. So both will be cancelled and it is equals to 1. So transport number of cation plus transport number of anion is always equals to 1. So if we know the transport number of one of the ion, we can determine the transport number of other ion. Because if transport number of cation plus transport number of anion is equals to 1, if we know the transport number of cation, anion transport number is given as 1 minus transport number of cation. So for one compartment or for one ion, you determine the concentration, change in the concentration and substitute in this equation, we will get transport number of cation. And other ion transport number can be calculated in this way. So if suppose transport number of cation is 0.4, cation is having less speed, then transport number of anion is given by 1 minus transport number of cation, that is equals to 1 minus 0.4, it is 0.6. So speed of anion is more, or current carried by anion is more, current carried by cation is less. So their speeds are different, their current carrying capacities are different, but amount of cation and amount of anion deposited at the electrodes will be same. This experiment is called as Hittorf experiment, and this is about speed of ions, current carried by ions, and the formula for transport number. Now we have seen the experiment in which the electrodes are not attacking. Now let us see if the electrodes are getting attacked. Let us see how the change in the concentration and how to determine transport numbers. Suppose this is anodic compartment. The experimental setup will be like this. This is the middle compartment. This is anodic compartment. This is minus charge. So this is cathodic compartment. Let us suppose silver nitrate solution is taken in anodic compartment in the middle chamber, and in the cathodic compartment same silver nitrate solution are taken. If we take and they are connected to the electrical circuit by making use of an electrode. Electrode is a metal. If we take here platinum electrode is an inert electrode. It do not react with electrolytic solution. But if we take silver electrode, the electrode is made up of silver here. If we take silver electrode and if we take platinum electrode here, platinum electrode is not reactive electrode, it is inert electrode, whereas silver electrode is not inert electrode, that will interact with anodic solution. Let us see how it interacts. We know that to the anodic compartment, anion from here will come here and then it will move to this chamber. So NO3 minus anions will come here. Actually, if the electrode is not, if we take AgNO3 solution, Ag plus ions will come towards this from here. Ag plus will come here and then it will come here and it will get deposited here. And NO3 minus ion, if we take electrolyte as AgNO3 is the electrolyte, and NO3 minus ions will come from here and then it will move here and again it will come here. Actually NO3 minus ions being negative ions, it should get deposited on the anode. But instead of getting deposited, NO3 minus ions will attack silver electrode and bring Ag and bring silver from, this is silver electrode, this electrode is made up of metal silver. This NO3 minus ion, after coming here, it will react with Ag and bring silver into this solution, convert it into AgNO3 and bring this into this solution. So because of this, initially when NO3 minus ions will deposit here, there will be decrease in the concentration. During this experiment we have seen there will be decrease in the concentration, but NO3 is attacking the electrode and it is bringing the silver electrode into the solution. Because of this, there will be increase in the concentration of anodic compartment, because NO3 minus anion is attacking the electrode and it is bringing silver ions into the solution. As it is increasing the concentration, we see there will be an increase in the concentration of anodic compartment. And this is connected, this cell is connected in series to the voltmeter.